Every meaningful transformation begins in silence, with an idea, a question, a spark of possibility. For some, that spark fades away. For others, it becomes a lifelong purpose. Meet Mr. Ravi Dasgupta, a distinguished technocrat, accomplished entrepreneur, philanthropist, and above all, a devoted parent. His inspiration came from watching young minds learn, grow, and discover the world around them. It inspired a simple yet powerful belief that every child deserves guidance shaped by wisdom, compassion, and purpose. What began as an idea became a collection of experiences. Those experiences became understanding, and that understanding evolved into a mission. Determined to bring this vision to life, he stepped beyond the familiar, embracing new perspectives, new challenges, and the courage to transform conviction into action.
Having spent whole life in developing a professional career, of late I have realized that education, money, or success alone cannot guarantee a civilized society. When you see rich people, educated people, successful people get involved into fraudulent activities, financial manipulations, or sexual crimes, we wonder what's the reason. They had everything, but why did it happen? If you think deep, it was something wrong in their upbringing. It was lack of parenting. They were not helped by their parents to understand what was the difference between right and wrong, to understand ethics, moral values that guide our life. So that was the spark. And that was the spark when I started thinking deep and started writing this book.
Alongside him stood a passionate team, united by a shared purpose to inspire, empower, and help shape a brighter future for the next generation.
You see, parenting, that is caring for your own creation, is a natural instinct present in all forms of life, be it bird, animal, or human being. Now, for human being, the journey is complicated, strenuous, and full of bumps, and not easy. So the parenting process for a child or a human being is much complex than any other process in the world. So how do you perform this task? To train or raise your child so that he is future ready when he goes to the world, he is ready to face all the challenges of ups and downs and makes his own life in a successful way. This book is all about that structure, that path, that process that will guide you as a parent how to navigate your child in right direction so that when he is alone in the world, he is able to handle, he is ethically rooted, emotionally balanced, resilient, and future ready to face the world. This was the main idea and the purpose of the book. Okay. Now, to do this job, when you yourself are a victim of changes and you yourself may not be ready to keep pace with time, you need first preparation. So this book basically describes this whole journey of parent, that how he shapes his child so that he is ready to face the world. To the extent possible, whatever the parents can support him or her, this book is all about that. So it's a very structured way of guiding you what will be your role in the journey of your child when he is growing.
Every mile traveled, every conversation, every moment of reflection led to this defining chapter. This book is not merely the result of research or experience. It is the expression of a deeper calling, a commitment to nurturing values, inspiring character, and helping shape the leaders of tomorrow.
So book has been written in 7 chapters, which starts from the preparation of the parents. You should not feel that parenting is very specific to a location. The principles are universal. Wherever you go, the basic principles and objective of parent is same. So the first is, we talk about principle. This book is not a handbook and it's not a prescription. But it talks more of the concepts and your macro level role in facilitating this process. Okay. So you should be clear about that. It will not go to the tiny small tantrums of a child, how to handle it. It doesn't talk about that. Also, this book does not address any medical issues. Any medical issues, health related issues, you should go to doctor or a medical practitioner. But apart from that, all other factors that affects a child's growth and life are addressed here. So first is the preparation, the how parents prepare themselves for this journey. So they have their checklist, they have their own perception, they have to unlearn themselves what they have learned up till now, because he has to run with time. So he should not look old-fashioned, backdated or uninformed. So parents' preparation is the first, then it talks about its parents' checklist, then it comes to style. Parenting style, the way you treat your children makes their personality. Then come the core strength, the first strength or the ideas which a child has to learn at a very early age, the ethical values, the concept of right and wrong, morality. These values they never learn at a later stage. It's 100% job of the parents to instill, to imbibe these values into a child's mind. So the moral matrix, the behavioral pattern, etiquettes, and the development personality, what are the factors that helps them to develop the personality, all are addressed in this particular area. The second chapter we can say the pillars, the development of core strength. Then come the most critical part of a child's life, adolescence and selection of career. It's one of the biggest junction point in anybody's life. What decision you take for career at that particular time, and you will be influenced by many factors, parents, grandparents, your friends, school, social media. Your mind is mind is a whirlpool, so many ideas churning, and you may be confused what to do. You may take a very long decision while selecting a career. A career selection defines the rest of your life. It is a subject, eternal. From the beginning of humanity, this process is there. It's only the label is changing or the perspective is changing, but the process is always there and it will always be there. Okay, so I believe that it overall gives you an idea and a guideline on a rule book or whatever you say to monitor your child in the right way, help him develop his own personality, make him fit for the real world, for his challenges, and he comes out successful, and you have also a satisfied life. A good parenting, it is a very slow and silent process. But finally, it is developing an asset which adds value to the society, an asset, a good citizen. So it has a social implication, and it gives you a product or a child who adds value to the society. It creates a breed of good people who finally define the quality of civilization. So it has a huge social repercussion or implication which we cannot ignore. What can be the best legacy then creating a child, your children are your best legacy. When you leave it behind, they carry you throughout eternity. So everybody wants to leave a legacy, and there cannot be better legacy than a good child you have created and put it in the society for its good. So I think overall it's a noble profession, and it's all our responsibility to raise good children for the benefit of society. That's how I can summarize the book, its content and the purpose.
This is more than a book. It is an invitation to parents, educators, mentors, and every individual who believes in the limitless potential of children. A movement that encourages behavior guided by wisdom, strengthened by compassion, and inspired by hope.
This book is actually meant for those aspiring parents who like to see their child grow and shine in their lives. And it's the job of the parent to create the right environment for the same. But how will they carry out the process, the parenting process? It cannot be done just by love and care. You have to know the principles. It's quite professional. This book particularly provides you all the concepts and guidelines for the same. It will tell you the structures and the algorithm for the parenting process which you may implement. If you want to see your child grow and shine, be happy and successful, you must read the book. It will be a great job. It is the most precious gift you can offer to the world if you can create a good citizen. It is the best legacy you can leave behind for the world.
Every generation deserves a stronger beginning. Every child deserves thoughtful guidance. And every meaningful journey begins with a single chapter.